Oh, okay. So Christy and I were talking about this training tonight, and after last week, one of the things that we were really both of us are in agreement on is we want to go back to the basics. We want to go back to how we grew our business and what worked when we were growing our business. And we know that we've got a lot more tools now than we did, and which is better for you guys.
Jenny needs to go out, please.
Let me mute. I'm going to make Christy, I'm going to make you a host. I didn't mute everybody. Sorry. Hang on. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. So I got to thinking today, and I was going in a whole other direction with this. And I started thinking about, what are the things that I did initially that grew my business that would still be applicable today, right? Because some of the things aren't, like, not only do we only did three-way calls, like we never got on a phone call by ourselves and we never chatted. We got people on a call and put somebody else on a call with us every single time we signed. I kid you not. My hand raised every single time we signed somebody up. 3 people had to be on the phone. Christy, am I lying? I mean, that's the truth. So we do things a little bit different, but there's still some things that we did back then that would be applicable to today. I mean, we definitely don't want to go back to that, because we don't want to reinvent any kind of wheel like that. We want to use the tools to help us be more proficient in our business, for sure. But there's still some things that we can do that worked back then that I think we've kind of lost sight of, that would really work in today's world too. So I grabbed some of my training books. So every time I've ever done a training, I have these books and I write my trainings down, and I have got, like, I'll show you how many I have. So I went back to the time period when I was running for executive for the very first time. And I was looking at the trainings that I did with my team, and I had read I don't know if it was a book or if it was some kind of training, but it was by Joe Rubino, Rubino. He had built his own network marketing company. He's built his own network. He spent 14 years researching. And the article or the book or whatever it was 7 Steps to Building a $1 Million Business by Joe Rubino. And he listed these 7 steps, and I took these steps and I kind of broke them down into singular stuff. And when I was going back looking at these trainings, I saw this and I was like, this is what we need to talk about tonight, because a lot of these things we've lost sight of. And I'm going to make it really quick to try not to keep you guys up. So I'm hoping I can do this in about 20 minutes. So listen fast, because I'm going to talk fast. Okay. I'm going to give you his 7 steps that he said out of this 14-year research. And then I'm going to go through and give you my comments on it. Okay. So number 1, you've got to develop your vision. We do that. Number 2, create a detailed plan. Number 3, become a master at effective prospecting. Number 4, become an expert at enrolling people. Number 5, train others to excel. Number 6, become more effective through personal development daily. And number 7, learn to be an inspiring leader. So when I looked at all that and I took all that, this is my conclusion to all of this. Massive, consistent, and persistent action is what will grow you $1 million a year business. Work on your personal effectiveness with others daily. Crucial. So most million-dollar businesses, this is another thing that he had said in this article. Most million-dollar-a-year businesses only have 2 to 3 rock stars. That's all you're looking for. If you, and oh gosh, somebody's going to have to help me. I think it was in the book, Your First Year in Network Marketing. It said, if you have one true leader, then you are wealthy. If you have 2 true leaders, then you are like rich beyond your wildest imagination. If you have 3 true leaders, you need to go back and count, because they're that rare. You probably don't have 3. So I don't remember what book that was in, but that was like very impactful, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I got to find all these leaders and all these things. So you need to find your 2 rock stars, or 3 rock stars. If you can find a 3rd one, then again, you're rich beyond your wildest imagination. And that's who you invest in. You're going to invest most of your time in those 2 to 3 people that are like you. And that's what you got to look at. If you're not trying to find somebody exactly like you, you probably need to examine yourself before you go and find those other 2 to 3. Because if you're going to lead by example, they're going to do what you do. So if you're only contacting a couple people a day, then that's what they're going to do. So before you go and find these rock stars, you might want to develop yourself as a leader first, and make sure that you're the leader that somebody wants to follow. You got to develop an unshakable belief in the value of the income opportunity that you have right here. Not the products. We all believe the products work. We see the results of that every single day when we take them. But you've got to develop that same there it is, How to Build a Network Marketing Leader. Thank you, Stacy. I knew it was one of those. You've got to develop an unshakable belief. That means that it is so ingrained in you that everybody you come into contact with is going to know how amazing your income opportunity is. It's our best product. You shout it from the rooftops. You tell everybody about what the business that you have, the business opportunity that you have, because right now that's what people are looking for more than anything else. They are looking for a way to make an extra income, because what they have right now ain't cutting it. What they made last year ain't cutting it this year. And if you just watch the room at the top, you heard, I worked my tail off for a 3% raise. 3% ain't going to cut it this year. It ain't going to get them. The money's still going to run out before the month. So that income opportunity that you have is what people are searching for right now. So you've got to believe in it so big. You've got to have that big belief that you can't wait to tell people about it. You cannot prejudge people. That is one thing that, oh Lord, you cannot prejudge anybody. Anyone can do this. It's not your job to make the decision if they need it or not, based on what you think. Because there's all kinds, who would have ever thought an attorney making $1 million a year would need this business? But Cynthia Evans needed this business because she needed the time freedom. Don't prejudge anybody. Your job is to tell them. Their job is to decide. It ain't your job to decide if this person needs it or this person needs it. It's your job to tell them, and then let them make that decision for themselves. This one I like. Talking to 100 different people in a week will produce greater results than speaking to that same 100 over a 3-year period. That means you get 100 people in your little funnel, and all you're doing is beating the same dead horse with those same 100 people every time you do your follow-ups. You're not going to get the results you're looking for, versus speaking to 100 different people in a week. We've got this challenge right now where we're doing, I'm in Cynthia's doing a challenge where you do 50 touches a day. You talk to 50 different people a day. That can be happy birthdays. That can be people in a grocery store. That can be people on your Facebook. That could be anybody. 50 different people a day. That's going to produce a whole lot more results than getting 50 people that you've had in your funnel for 5 years and continuing to follow up with them. Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Are you ready? No. Find new people. Increase your audience. The income potential is more important than the products. So you want to find people to build the business with you. You don't want to sling products. And if y'all watched Mark Walker's room at the top, it was a few days ago. We're in the people business. We're in the income building business. We're not in a product business, because if you find people to buy your products, then you sold a product. That's it. If you find people to come in for the business opportunity, that's where you're growing your business. So, let me see. I get lost. Y'all know this, and I can't see. I ain't got my glasses on. Out of every 100 people you sign up, one will go on to build a significant organization. And that's if you're talking to every single person about the opportunity. Let me read that again. Okay. Out of every 100 people that you enroll, 100, one will go on to build a significant organization if you talk to all 100 about the business. How mind-blowing is that? But again, to have $1 million business, you only need 2 rock stars. So 100 people, that's a lot of people to sign up. How fast are you going to do it? How fast are you going to build your business? That's your decision to make. You know, how long have you signed up 100 people yet? I mean, that's a question. Are you talking to every single one of them on the phone about the opportunity that we have? That's another question that you ask yourself. You know, if you have the tools and you have the know-how and you have the blueprint right here, sign up 100 people, talk to every single one about the business, you're going to find a rock star. Maybe it's 200 people. Okay. However long it takes. If you know that this is going to give you financial freedom, this is going to give you time freedom on the other end of this, and you got to do these steps, how fast are you going to do it? How many people are you going to talk to a day now? You still going to talk to just the 1? You still going to talk to just the 5? You still going to talk to just 10? Are you going to talk to as many people as you can every single day in order to make it go faster? So there's only a small percentage of people that you sponsor that will be distributors, because we know that from our income summary, because I think it's 84% are customers. And somebody can correct me. It used to be, it changes every 16% are distributors. So it's only a small percent that are actually going to ever be a partner. And out of that, only a small percent of that will have stickability, because we know 75% of the partners are gone within a year. You see what I'm saying? It's all a numbers game. So you've got, the more people you talk to, the more people you get in your funnel, the faster your business is going to grow, because the faster those ones are going to drip out. So this is one of the things that, this is back to the basics, because I've got statistics here, and this is going to blow your mind. So many of your leaders that you find for your team are going to come in on the 7th to 10th follow-up conversation. The fortunes and the follow-up. How many times have you heard that? But let me give you a flat out example of this, okay? And this is one of the distributors that are on my team now, and I'm not going to name any names, but when I say I follow up until they buy or die, or until they fly or die, that's what I say about partners. I'm not even lying. This lady, I followed up with her. You ready? This is before she ever bought the products. 8/28, September 5th, October 29th, November 21st, February 26th, May 23rd, June 7th, June 11th, July 5th, August 1st, August 12th, August 15th, August 21st, August 23rd. Obviously, I was talking to her then. August 24th, she enrolled with an Ultimate as a partner. And she got all the way to Gold Manager, and she is a partner. But it took me it's over a year of consistent follow-up with these people. I got another one, and this one was no response. It didn't even acknowledge me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times over a 1-year period did I send a message with him never responding. The first response ever came after he responded for the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I followed up with him 12 more times before he even ordered. And then after he ordered, I followed up with him 1, 2, 3, 8 times before he upgraded to a partner. Are you doing the work? You know, are you doing the consistent work? It's not easy. It's simple, but it is work. You have to do it. You've got to have some kind of organizational system. You've got to figure out a way to not let these people fall through the holes and stay on them. They would have never reached out to you the first time if they didn't need what you had. So talk to them about what you have and tell them everything that you have. Tell them about not just the products, but tell them how you can help them pay for them and get them for free and make money and help them with their income. Help them, not stress about money right now, because that's what everybody's stressing about. Go talk to 20 people and ask them what keeps them up at night. It ain't going to be that they gained 5 pounds. It ain't going to be that they need to lose 50 pounds. It's going to be that they wondering how they're going to pay their bills. So, again, it comes down to a numbers game. The more you do, the more you get. Rejection gets you closer to that next yes. So embrace the no's. Don't be scared of somebody saying no. Don't have a fear of rejection. That's part of it. Just be like, okay, you're next. Bye, Felicia. If they block you, that's what I say. Bye, Felicia. They want your friend anyways. They're going to block you over something stupid like that you're trying to help them. So, if you push product, you're going to attract product users. If you talk about the business, you're going to find business builders. So building relationships is a critical necessity for building your dynasty. I love calling it dynasty or empire or stuff like that, because it's not just a business. It's a legacy that you can leave. Support your team and love your people, get to know them, and be a servant leader. That is one thing I have really worked on, and I'm really passionate about that. My people, it's not, I love them. Like, I care about them. I love them, and I want them to succeed. I want them, but it's not just succeeding in singular. I'm there for them. I mean, I'm a counselor half the time. I really am, but I love them. I love my people. Like, I would do anything for them. They know they could call me anytime. If they needed something, I would be there if it's any way possible. So be that person for your team. Let them know that you're their safe spot, because sometimes they just need something. They just need a person to be that person for them. And let's see. I want to try to get through all these, but I'm going to skip over some. When I made the decision to step into a leadership role, I think that's really when my business grew. When I led by example, I inspired others by my action, not by what I told them to do. I think that was the biggest thing to my success. I never had my team do something that I wasn't doing more of. If I wanted them to sign up 5 people, I would sign up 7. And I think that is probably one of the things that I'm most proud of with my business. Is I've never told them to do something that I wasn't already doing, or I would be the guinea pig for myself before I would tell my team if something was going to work or not. And one thing too that I've always done with my team is I've always told them what my vision was. I've always told them, we are going to be a platinum director team. We are going to be an executive team. It's never me, because I can't get anywhere by myself. And if you think you can, you're fooling yourself. If you're Don Abbott, you can get the gold manager by yourself. But she's the only one I know of that's ever gotten that far without a team. And tell your team what your visions are, because that's going to inspire them. It's going to inspire them to want to do more. If you have big dreams and big goals, they're going to have big dreams and big goals. And, that's going to make them want to have the big visions and work hard. And your excitement's contagious. I mean, there's nothing around that. Your excitement, your passion, your conviction, all that is contagious. So share your vision, share what you want for your financial future. Share the be proud of your own accomplishments. It's okay to be proud of what you've done. And share your rank goals with your team. Tell them where you want to get. Tell them where your team, we are going to get here, and believe it. Effective leaders avoid hype, arrogance, and domination. No drama. Don't be a boss, and always tell the truth. Never lie to your team. Decide what you want to do and go to work. You got to decide if you're going to be a product seller, if you're going to be if you're going to build an empire. There's no limits. You can do anything you set your mind to, anything that you can think of. And we just talked a lot about fear. And one of the things I wish I had said was, and I kind of did, but action makes fear go away. So when you're out and about, talk to people. It's okay. I promise you're not going to die. You are not going to die by telling somebody about what we got. I promise you. Just do it. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Your business story needs to be as easy to spew out as your product story. It should. It should roll off your tongue. As soon as somebody asks you what your business story is, you should be able to just blah, 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 and tell it with conviction and excitement, and be empowered when you tell it, so that they feel that and they see it, and that they have a little bit of that belief that they might could do it if you could do it. But it ain't going to happen just sitting on your butt. You're going to have to get off of it. You're going to have to get you some kind of system, and you're going to have to go to work and, give it the time it needs. And Stacy, I don't know, he's not on here, but Stacy Loftus did one of the best trainings I have to date. And Christy, you don't make his head any bigger than it already is, so don't tell him I said this, and this was years ago. And he talked about, what kind of business that you wanted. And so many people think, well, if I just put in an hour a day, I'm going to, it's just going to explode. But what he said was, think about a professional income, because a platinum director makes 6 figures a year with Zingular. Y'all know that, right? Platinum director makes 6 figures a year. An executive makes a lot of money, a lot of 6 figures a year. So, but let's just talk about platinum director, 6 figures a year. A professional income to you, that would be somebody that's a professional, a teacher, a doctor, a nurse, whatever. And it ranged from $60,000 to $150,000 a year. That's what that's what they said. And that was the answers that were given. And then he said this. He says, how many hours a week do you think they put in to make that? And that's when everybody was like, whoa. Because a teacher doesn't stop when she leaves the school. She got a grade, or she grades the papers and does it. They work. My sister is an assistant principal at a high school. She works there, and then she has to go to football games. She's got to go to soccer games. She's got to be at counseling meetings that are outside hours. I mean, she only gets 2 weeks off a year. It's crazy. So I don't know how much teachers make. I don't know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year if they got degrees, I guess. But I mean, they put in a ton of hours. So it was anywhere from 40 hours all the way up to 80 hours a week to make $60,000 to $150,000 a year. right there. $100,000 a year is what a platinum director makes. Everybody wants to be an executive, right? I mean, that's your goal, to get to be an executive, to be at that level. But what kind of hours are you putting in 1 hour a day? Because that ain't gonna get you there. You can't expect to make a professional income with minimal work. Massive results, you have to have massive action to get those massive results. But I'm going to tell you something, you may work now more than what you get paid. There's a shift when you hit that level, there is a shift, and it will pay you more than you could ever more than the hours that you could ever put in. And when you get, it's just like, wow, you know, and it's so worth it when you get on the other side of those, of the hard days and the hard times, and you push through. I can't even tell you the pride that you feel just by getting there and pushing through and doing the thing. And it's just, you reach, it's you finally get on that side where you've reached the plateau place. You know, it's not even a plateau. You've reached the part of your journey where you sit there and you're just like, man, look what I've done. And it's just this pride that's within you. And it's, let me just tell you what the pride's about. It's not even about you for doing it. It's your team. You have so much pride for this group of people that have just done so much, and you've seen their lives changed. That's what makes an impact on you. And it's just like, you look back and you're just like, wow, look what I did, because I opened my mouth and I did the work and I wasn't scared, and I talked to people about the opportunity, and look how it changed them. I mean, it's just, you've got to do it though. You can't just sit back and just wait for it to happen, because it's not going to do it. You've got to put in the action. You've got to put in the work. You've got to talk to people over and over and over again. And the more that you do, the faster you're going to get it. So that's what I got for you tonight. Christy, what you got, sister?
That was awesome. And you guys, we didn't talk about this. Well, we talked about what she was going to do, but we didn't talk about this next part. And she brought up what we are doing with Cynthia's challenge. So guess what? We're going to pass that on to you guys, because I know what this has done for me in the last couple of days. I have talked to more people in the last couple of days than I usually talk to in a week. We're going to talk down a little bit. Like, we're talking to 50 people a day. I'm going to give you guys a challenge. I'm going to do exactly what Cynthia did for us. She said, get a notebook. Okay. Get a notebook, and I'll take it back to my last, I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, but get a notebook. And I'm just going to say, let's start with 20 people. So every day you are going to number 1 through 20 on your page. Okay. This is going to be 20 touches. And this is a personal challenge for you guys. We're not going to hold you accountable. We're not going to kick you off our trainings. We want you to want this as bad as we want it for you. Okay. And so what I want you to do is number your paper for 1 to 20. Now, these are interactions with people. So like Melissa said, if you talk to someone in a store, that can be one of your interactions. That doesn't mean you have to tell them that, oh my gosh, this thing is going to give you energy and it's going to curb your appetite. And you don't have to do that. We just want you guys to learn how to talk to people. If you wish someone a happy birthday, you can put it on their Facebook page, but send them a personal message. Okay. Try to get this conversation going. Try to interact with them. You know, hope you have a fabulous birthday. What are your plans? Or if you have anything special planned, or are you going anywhere? Or if you see that they're on a trip or whatever, ask them about their trip. These are just personal interactions that you have with people, even people that are on your team. Now, I don't suggest only talking to people that are already on the products or already on your team or that you already know. Okay. I don't suggest that, but that counts. So if you talk to somebody that's already on your team, like if you can see mine, like I said, I don't think you can, but there's a little square around the numbers. Okay. A little square is around the numbers. If I had an intentional conversation with someone, getting on a video chat with someone, helping someone, that can count for this. We want you guys to get out of your comfort zones. How many of you guys are scared to talk to other people? Be honest. How many of you hesitate when you're messaging someone? Or if you're in, I see Leslie like, But when you guys are out and about and you're like, oh, I can't talk to them because I don't want to mess it up. Let me tell you what, it is so much fun to mess up on a stranger instead of messing up on your cousin, because your cousin's never going to let you live it down. They're going to be like, wait a minute, that's not what you said. And you're going to be like, well, I was practicing. You can't practice on your relatives, you guys, because they're never going to let you live it down. So you have to get out and get good at talking to people. It can be something basic. Give someone a compliment, you know, smile at them. If you go to the store and you smile, I mean, there's going to be some stick in the muds, you know, I mean, the world is a messy place right now. So some people are not going to love it. But if you're like welcoming and you smile at people and you're going to either make someone smile back, make someone's day, give them a compliment, that'll put a smile on their face, you know, whatever it may be, but at least 20 interactions every single day. You guys think you can do that? You think you can reach out to people, wish people a happy birthday, talk to people? I want you guys to work on doing that. And so Melissa's team, she'll make a post. She doesn't know this. I'm telling her what to do. Isn't that awesome? She'll make a post in her team page and you guys can just put them underneath that every single day. Just kind of put your list of 20, just take a snapshot, put a picture up there, and I'll do the same for my team. You guys, and let's see how many people we can talk to. Do you realize if you talked to 20 people a day for 1 month, what that would do? I can guarantee you that is going to be more people than most of you guys talked to your whole year last year. Okay, that's a lot of people. Can you imagine if you did it for 2 months straight, 3 months straight? Okay, we talk about these numbers and the law of averages, and you have to sign up 100 to get one runner. Well, this is going to help you get out of your comfort zone, because if you can get comfortable talking to people, you're going to be more successful, because then things are just going to come out. It's just going to kind of be a niche for you. Things are going to come out. You're going to do better. You're going to get more comfortable. And then guess what? You're going to be able to lead the new people coming in on what to do, because you can just kind of pass this on. So that's my challenge to you, Melissa. Great training. You guys, thanks for jumping on here tonight with us. Sorry it's late. Melissa talked way too much on that. I'm just kidding. It was fabulous. Her other training was fabulous. If you did not watch it, go back to Room at the Top. She is a superstar. So absolutely love her. So thank you so much, Melissa.
And I'll close it out if it's okay.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to close it out. I'm going to declare Ephesians 3:20 over all of you. God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask, because we honor him. His blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. You are in the right place at the right time. And I declare a boldness to rise up in each one of you. People are going to seek us out. We are going to rise in the ranks because we give him the honor and glory for it. I love you.